Hey guys, this is Wake Up. I'm gonna do I'm answering Prodigy's call, which is gonna do a review of Kick-Ass, the graphic novel, not the film, the graphic novel. I might talk about the film too, but I just want to talk about the graphic novel. This thing was good. As far as graphic novels go, it was interesting. The premise was very interesting. It was basically like watching Batman and Robin, but Batman being Big Daddy and Robin being Hit Girl. But Batman and Robin going to the extreme and just killing everything. But it was good, it was fun. It was easy to read, likeable characters. I remember reading on the talkback boards that there was a reference that Mark Miller was a bit of a racist. And I can kind of see that in this thing. Like, for example, many of the street thugs and antagonists in this thing who Kick-Ass actually goes to work on first are primarily black. Now that was changed a bit in the film, but I did see that once that seed had been planted on the talkback boards. I could see it. Like you didn't notice whilst you were first reading it, but then if you look back and you really look, a lot of the bad guys are black. In fact, I would even go so far as to say the only white guys in the book who were bad guys were the main dudes. The main, oh bloody hell, what's his name? Mist's dad and what have you. The comic was really well thought out. Some good stories, interesting storyline. Hadn't seen it before. And it was like, the ending was really unexpected. Like, I watched the film version of Kick-Ass before I actually read the book. But just, it was very good. It was really well done. It was really well drawn. Sorry, my English isn't too good. But yeah, it was likable, man. There's nothing else I can really think of to say about it. However, though, on the same note, if you're after something of the standard of where there's been a lot of thought put into it, and there's a far deeper meaning and an underlying message, you're not going to get it. Like, Kick-Ass, as much as I regret to say it, is a bit of a guilty pleasure. It's one of those things where it's just kind of like, and it's only just taken me up to around about now to kind of realise this, comparing it to other great graphic novels like Long Halloween and what have you. It doesn't fall flat on its face, okay? Don't get me wrong here, but it's just fun. It's just set out to be fun. It's just, you know, and that it's ideally what comics were originally set out to do. It's not a game changer. It's not a rule breaker. It just has some very interesting ideas which it displays in there. And to be perfectly frank, the only people that are really going to be reading this are people who really enjoyed the movie, for one, or teenage lads, because we don't have the action films anymore. We don't, like, the Kick-Ass graphic novel, actually, it read like watching one really old 80s action film. You know, like the stuff that was going on, or the mass mutilation Hit Girl was doing, and I don't know, it read like a cheesy 80s action movie, you know? And it's fun. I mean, yeah, okay, I mean, that's what I was after. I mean, I preferred the film. I don't know if I've already mentioned that already, but the graphic novel was okay. I was a bit annoyed with the origins of Big Daddy, like in the graphic novel, and I think they did a better job of it in the film. And there were several scenes that really didn't click whilst I was watching it. Like, for example, the idea of Hit Girl taking cocaine in the graphic novel was a bit far-fetched. You know, that was a little bit far-fetched, even, like, that, yeah. I mean, because Matthew Vaughn, I think it's Matthew Vaughn, the guy who converted the graphic novel into the film, because he's actually a damn good director, right? He made the few decent adaptations which took this thing to a whole nother level, took this thing to a whole nother playing field, a whole new ball game, right? And that's because Matthew Vaughn fundamentally is a damn good director. You watch this space, watch him. Hopefully he won't fuck up with X-Men First Class. However, I'm not really that excited about that prospect. But yeah, with that said, if Kick-Ass had been given to another director, then it wouldn't have been nowhere near as good and got nowhere near the reaction that it did from the public. Not a chance. Because they would have converted it, in my opinion, almost frame for frame like the book. And that wouldn't have worked. Unfortunately. That would have just been it wouldn't... The graphic... There are certain things that should never be made into movies. And if Kick-Ass... I know Kick-Ass is one of those rare exceptions. Like, I'm adamant about this. Kick-Ass is probably one of the best graphic novel adaptations transferred over into the movie world that there ever can be. Because it took a mediocre story. There was nothing new, nothing really exciting about it. Because, I mean, there's been plenty of other stuff that's been done like this before. But it added a whole new layer of intensity. Nicolas Cage was absolutely phenomenal in it. And just, it was really good. It was really unexpected when I saw that. Like, I said it could go either way. I was very skeptical, and it blew me away. I had a great fun. I had a rip-roaring time, you know? But just, yeah, it's no V for Vendetta or no Watchmen. I give the graphic novel, with that said, probably about, I had more fun reading Marvel Civil War, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, Kick-Ass was okay. It was alright. It's worth checking out. I'd probably give it like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. I tend to be a harsh. I want to try and make myself into a harsh critic. Because unfortunately we live in a day and age where we just get used to the crap standards. You know, we get used to giving crap films and crap graphic novels good scores. I mean, not that they're crap or just like bad graphic novels, you know? Like, I mean, Kick-Ass was okay, it was good, but it was nothing special. It was no Long Halloween, to be honest. In fact, I wouldn't even suggest you go and read Kick-Ass. I'd suggest you spend your money going to go either borrow Kick-Ass, but don't pay to get it. Spend your money on getting a decent graphic novel. I mean, I wouldn't suggest getting Watchmen if you've just started reading graphic novels, because that thing is bloody heavy. It's really, really heavy, and you got to put a lot of time into it. I would suggest, if you're into Batman, go and check out Batman: The Long Halloween by Jeff Lieb and Tim Sale. Primarily because, for me anyway, that was one of the best graphic novels that I have ever read. I couldn't put it down. It felt like a Batman that I hadn't seen before, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd suggest go and find it. You can probably pick it up on eBay or Amazon for probably about $6 or $7. It's really cheap now. I mean, I picked up a copy of it on eBay for like a $5. So yeah, definitely check out Long Halloween. Thanks for listening to my rambles about Kick-Ass and other comics. The site is www.talkbackworld.net for the real fan. Join the debate where fans reunite. Bay out. And...
Are you crazy? Gonna kill me? You're welcome. Every one of us is expendable. Yeah, bro, man.
Fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
How cool is
So
that?
many good actors in there.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be fucking sweet.
That's gonna be quite good, isn't it?